Hi everyone, Railman28 here, and welcome to another episode of Wrestling with Railman28. Ring the bell, please. Thank you. Now, I'm here to deliver my verdict on Night to Remember of EWE. What a night it was. It was a fantastic night. Excellent night. 10 out of 10 from me. Because the storylines were well planned out. Literally, they were well planned out. Now, the beginning of the show I did like because Terence Thatcher came into the ring as per usual, like he always does every month. Big shout out to the man. Comes in, grabs the microphone, says, "Are you ready to wrestle?" Love that. God, I love that man, literally. And the storyline was well planned out as Lewis Basham, like always, his music kicks in. All rise. Literally, he's a great villain. Literally, he plays the heel perfectly. Lewis Basham. Big shout out to him, I suppose. Well, love him or hate him, he does play a good heel. Does a good heel, literally. I mean, the characters, guys, literally, they have to act this out sometimes. It's dangerous. I mean, sometimes they're not every. It's not every cup of tea you have, literally. Now, at the beginning, he pretended he was injured, literally, wearing the neck brace, as per usual, blaming Arcadius for injuring him, trying to say he was not cleared to compete, and try to get someone else to battle Wavy Johnson, Big Roy Johnson. God, I love that man. He was brilliant, literally. But I'll get more into that later. Then he tried to say fight his way up to be commissioner, running for commissionership, but actually I don't think so. Because Terence Thatcher thought of a good plan. Since Arcadius has been suspended after initiating the attack on Basham at the EWE offices, as you all saw in the video, EWE gave him another chance to try and redeem himself, which he did. And to redeem himself is to stand in for Buff Broadside as commissioner for the show. Brilliant, Arcadius. He makes a brilliant commissioner. Literally, if he ever loses his title, he can always be commissioner. And he knows how to run a show. Literally, he's like Stone Cold Steve Austin. I call that a Stone Cold Steve Austin Mark III. That is Arcadius / Stone Cold Steve Austin, knowing how to be general manager, playing the WWE storylines perfectly, the recycled WWE storylines at least, that can still be used to this day. So Arcadius came out, apologised that he didn't mean to cause any harm when he was there. He was there just to talk to Basham, to try and negotiate with him, to try and get a match going for him and Basham. Obviously that didn't planned out. He had to wreck everything, but it was alright. But it was well worth it, he says. But I like the way Arcadius ran the show. Bullet would have done the same. Bullet would have did the same, literally. And I just loved it so much. And Arcadius made himself outside enforcer to make sure Basham couldn't run from Big Roy Johnson. Make sure that Basham stayed in the ring. Literally, that was brilliant work. I loved it so much, and I was glad that Ricardo Borg came into the ring in the end and retained his title. Big shout out to Ricardo Borg, the breadwinner. Love that man, literally. Lovely man, gorgeous man. Now, when Theodore Powers came out, as per usual, tried to be his pervy little way in his character. He has good character, I have to admit, he has got talent and character, but he does it to the end of the show. He just tells everyone to F off and everything else. He acts like a nice guy in the end, but not to me he don't. Not to me he doesn't. Literally. Because I boo him and be as vocal as I like. That's part of the business. But literally, he's always rude to me even in real life. Cool. and I got a funny feeling it was weird to me, even if I was just a weirdo to him. And he was supposed to face Kieran Corrupt, but that didn't happen because Kieran Corrupt wasn't medically cleared to compete. He wasn't. And then his plan, Theodore tried to plan his way to end his career. Obviously, that was utterly disrespectful, literally. He could have just let Kieran Corrupt walk out the ring after he apologised to everyone, and then bang, would have just gone. And I would have liked it if they had a War of Words match. That would have been nice, and the ref would ref it, and he would monitor certain words that should and should not be said in the War of Words game. That would have been nice. War of Words, literally. A War of Words match, that would be an idea for Kieran Corrupt and Theodore Powers. Obviously, Theodore Powers really wanted to wrestle someone that night. I would have done it, but then again he said, I don't want to wrestle you weirdos. Jesus. He doesn't hesitate to call me a weirdo, does he? Because I know everything. I'm autistic, guys. Come on. Everyone knows I'm autistic. I have autism. And why does that wrestler in particular, Theodore Powers, has to be rude to an autistic man like me? Telling me to F off and that stuff. Come on, I was being my usual self. Why can't I be my usual self in EWE? Literally. And that really made me mad. Literally, it really did make me mad. But I wasn't gonna show my emotions too much. No. Wasn't gonna do that. No. But luckily Leapfrog came out, thanks to Liam, Leapfrog. Thanks to him coming out and beating him up. I was well glad Liam beat him up. And then Liam told me, Leapfrog, he told me that Theodore Powers can be a right idiot sometimes. Literally, he is an idiot. Well, Theodore Powers is. He is an idiot. He can entertain. He does have talent. But literally doesn't know when to be nice to people. Literally does not know when to be nice. Honestly, I can't really put up with it. Literally, I can hold it back. I can hold my emotions back really well. I'm fine with that. Literally, I'm okay with that. Obviously, I wanted to wrestle Theodore Powers. He said he'll send me back to the weirdo home. Excuse me. He doesn't know how strong I really am. Literally. I'll just get in that ring. I wouldn't care less. Get in that, even though it would have been stupid. Yes, it would be stupid for me to get in that ring. Even though you're not supposed to get involved with the wrestlers. But if you want to get involved and try and like be part of the show, yeah, you can always ask Buff Broadside. Ask the EW officials if you could be part of the show. They supervise you. They'll train you the couple of days before. Then you go and wrestle your match. Literally, you would. And I would not hesitate to get in that ring with Theodore Powers and showing him just how strong I can be. And showing him respect to autistic people that can wrestle. Mark my words, I would. And this is the message to EWE. Charlie, Buff, Terrence, keep an eye on Theodore Powers, will you? And also, at the end of the shows, when it comes to being out of character, please tell him to be out of character. Really out of character. Be a nice person. Be kind to everyone, or he'll face suspension. Simple as that. Now I want an apology from him. If I don't get that apology by Retribution, I'm going to have my Retribution, and I wouldn't care. I'll get in that ring, wrestle Theodore Powers, even if I wasn't trained. I'll just take a few tips from WWE. Simple as that. Learn a few moves. Simple as that. I wouldn't care. I'll just wrestle him, boom, 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 and I'll give him the Stone Cold Stunner, or actually lock him in a sharpshooter. Actually, I'll be brutal with him. I will be brutal. And I'll like be like a brutal monster like Braun Strowman. I would do that. And Theodore Powers would not like it when I'm like that. And then by the end of the day, I'll just pick up the microphone and say, look, he has talent, and then I'll get him up, help him up, and say, now, do you apologise now and regret what you have done to me? And he'll just say, yes, I regret what I did to you. I'm sorry, I was rude to you. I'm sorry. I deserve that. Literally, he would deserve that. Literally, deserve a good beating that's coming his way. But to be honest, I don't have to like the bloke, do I? No. But Theodore Powers, literally, he really needs to change his tune. And I asked EW to change his attitude. If he doesn't, he's out of EWE for good. Saves me the trouble. Would have done me a favour, at least. But even though I know he's an idiot, he can be an idiot when he wants to be. But it's down to him, isn't it? It's his decision. I ain't gonna hold it against him. Literally. All I'm asking was just to have a nice conversation with some of the wrestlers, that's all. I have conversations with Ricardo Borg, Xander, Danny, Alexander Roth, that sort of thing. They know for a fact. They know when they're out of character, they just get out of character, say, how you doing, you alright, you enjoy that, that sort of thing. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the night so far, which was fun for me, no worries. I didn't mind that at all. Now, after Theodore Powers won that match against Leapfrog, but I liked it when Arcadius said those wet floor signs are banned. Get them out of here. Arcadius did not hesitate to do that. Literally, he was the commissioner. He could do whatever he wants. If he sees something he doesn't like, boom, he steps in. Buff could do the same as well, you know. Buff could do the same. Like, if he sees something out of context, he'll say, oi, get that thing out of here. I don't want that here. Yeah, onwards. Moving on to Alexander Moore versus Yaya. The Somalian Warrior, Yaya. Great match. But when... This is not long after Ricardo Borg and Fabian Romano's match. Fabian Romano, that's another guy I'm going to wrestle in the ring. Just to teach him a lesson about respect in people like Ricardo Borg. Breadwinner. Good guy, literally. Calls Chester a stupid duck. Excuse me. I have a duck as well. And I was squeaking little Mini G. He's downstairs at the moment. A kip. Sleeping. Most ducks do. He's been fed, so I'll feed him now and then. That's for sure. But calling our little ducks stupid ducks, excuse me, they could be our companions, you know. That's what Fabian Romano needs to learn a lesson. Has he ever had a teddy bear when he was a little boy? And call that his companion? Literally. We all have our favourite companions, don't we? Like dogs, ducks, cats, you name it, all of it. Now, as Mr. Moore, Wham, as he's well known, for short, because his name's heavily long, it's a mouthful, literally. So Wham came out with Fabian Romano still at his side, and then, Arcadius wasn't having any of that. He says, no, you're banned from ringside, get it. I've got to love Arcadius, believe me. He knows, as commissioner, that is literally Stone Cold Steve Austin as the sheriff. Literally. If he sees someone's going to be a potential lawbreaker in the ring, boom, kick him out. Now, I've got a message for Alexander Moore. Wham. You got a traitor on your team. A traitor to the entourage. And that is Cuban Heat. He stole your music, your entrance theme, when he came out last time at Requiem to fight someone. Stole it. Literally, he stole it. Yeah, I'm spilling the beans. Yeah, I'm spilling the beans. And literally, Cuban Heat's going to be in trouble by the end of this. And Wham's going to literally have a right go at him. Literally have a right go at him. For stealing his entrance music last time. And I've got a hunch, Cuban Heat's going to do it again. I would love to see him do that again and get caught red-handed for using it. That would be awesome, literally. And the entourage will have no choice but to turn on Wham and just beat him up. Like after Yaya and his match at Retribution. No doubt Wham would not be done with him yet. And then the entourage, he calls out the entourage. He says, "Get this man, break this man." They get in, look at him, then look at more, and then they turn on him. And he goes, "What are you doing? What am I paying you? Beat him up." And then they'll just, grab him, and then Yaya would just like go boom in his face and says, "You'll make me sick more. You make me sick. You make everyone else here feel sick. They're glad that the entourage turned on you, because the entourage are fed up of Wham giving them orders. Literally, that'll be their retribution. Literally, my retribution, get Theodore Powers. That'll be my retribution, for me at least. But I know Kieran Corrupt will be there next time on the 29th. And he will get his retribution on Theodore Powers. That'll be a rematch. Literally, that'll be a retribution. During the match between Moore and Yaya, Alexander Moore just like low blowed him. Disqualification. So obviously, Wham was scared to lose to Yaya, to someone smaller than him. Literally, if he hasn't done his homework, like watch Dave Batista versus Rey Mysterio, he would have seen it. He would have known he would have lost. And no doubt Batista did the same thing to Rey years ago, possibly. That was possibly in the storyline, maybe. But that'll get a rematch, and that'll be a match that Wham can't get out of. And I would like to see the entourage be the outside enforcers to make sure he stays in the ring. And he says, "Let me pass." Say, "No, you get in the ring, man. Get in the ring, man." And then, I love to see that. Just love to see the entourage turn on Wham, literally. And his plans completely backfire. That'll be a storyline I'd love to see. I'll pay like £20 to see that. I'll pay £15 to see that. £15 is worth it on the door. Literally, it's worth it. Even though you get to pay, if you book your ticket early, you get to go and have something to eat there when you're watching the show. Just provided don't sit on you. That's for sure. Otherwise, I'll be sitting on a very hot pizza. Ouch. I bet you're laughing at that one, guys. Yeah, you're laughing at that one. Yeah. Now, after that match, I encouraged Yaya to get out the ring, and he got out the ring. Got himself out, and the ref had to helped him out. That was alright. He was alright in the end. Next was the Black Mamba, Dom Fury versus Jake Sullivan. At least he wanted to challenge anyone in the back and any member of the crowd, and they even turned around and says, "We're not allowed, mate." And he went, "Ah." I gotta love Dom Fury. He can get crazy in that ring. Literally, he would face anyone. I mean, even if I would go in there with him, I'd say, "You owe me a drink, mate." That's what I would have said. If I faced Dom Fury, I would have said, "You owe me a drink after this." I mean, if I would lose to him, literally, I'll definitely lose on purpose, and I'll say, "Come on, I've got to let him win. He needs to have his moment. Come on." I'll get up, shake his hand, I'll give him a hug. There, done. Simple as that. And then he has to buy me another pint of Coca-Cola after that. He has to pay $3.50 after that one. But then again, Jake Sullivan, actually, I've got to thank Clive Jackson for that one. I've got to thank him for that one, because he encouraged Jake to get out in the ring. Said, "Go on, you haven't faced anyone in a long time. Get out there, go on." It means he's challenging you. It means he wants you. And then Jake Sullivan had to get the microphone saying to Clive Jackson, "Shut up." See, you kept saying you pinned Lewis Basham, when actually you had the commissioner help you do that for you. Obviously. Honestly, Jake Sullivan kept telling him to shut up, and literally he was a perfect heel. Jake was a heel, literally. But anyway, he got Don Fury, managed to beat him. Good work, that man. Love that man so much. Yeah, I didn't mind that really. Yeah, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that. Literally, that was a good night. And at the end, main event. Then came the main event. Alexander Roth, Devious Danny versus versus the EWE Tag Team Champions of the World. Demon Death Squad. Damien, the King of Hell, and the Goth Daddy Xander. Yeah, lovely Xander and Damien. Literally, I love those two. But here's when the surprise actually happened. Literally before the bell even rang. Before the bell even rang, they want that night to go out with a bang at least. Well, Alexander Roth and Devious Danny did, so they just attacked him straight away. Literally, I went, oh my god, what's going on here? Everyone loves to beat each other up. We could have called for a bar fight, then we would have beaten each other up. Honestly, that made me laugh so much. Chaos. That's what it ended like. Even Terrence Thatcher had to admit he liked it. I liked it. Everyone else liked it. And someone dressed up as the young Bret Hart, literally. He had a chance to chop Devious Daddy. Oh man. Oh. I've got to give a big shout out to Devious Danny and Alexander Roth. They literally had the guts just to do a full-on attack on the Demon Death Squad. Oh god, chaos, literally chaos, and I loved it. I just love it. I mean, what is it with these guys? They see a tag team, attack them straight away before the bell even rings, and the ref, he was having none of it. Come on, get in the ring, come on. No, we're having some fun here. Everyone was having some fun, literally. Xander was on the floor next to me. He was on the floor right beside my foot, and he went, and I said, "You alright, mate?" What is it with these guys? Want to do a full-on attack? I guess that's what it is with tag teams. They attack straight away. This is like in WWE. A tag team, since it's the rival tag team, they just go attack straight away. No hesitations. They just want chaos. Get in there, start beating them up. There you go. Beat each other to death. Literally. But Demon Death Squad retain their titles. I love those guys. Literally. Love those guys. I'm gonna be a member of that team. I don't give a damn, mate. If I'm a heel or babyface, I'm still gonna be with them. I'm still gonna be with Damien and the others. I'll be a babyface and a heel, possibly both, and then there you go. Literally, and then no, I've got to give Big Damien a hug. Literally, next time I see him, I'm gonna give him a hug and say, "Good work, Damien." Literally. I would have said, did you tell him to do that? They know how powerful Damien is, and they just want to take him out straight away. Take out the big dude. But anyway, they wouldn't count on British Steam Train coming down the tracks, would they? Literally. Big shout outs to all tag teams. Literally. That's my conclusion to EWE. Literally, I enjoyed that night. Best night of all. And I guarantee Retribution's going to be big. mega big. Make it a 3-hour show. Make it a 3-hour long show. I would love that. 3-hour show. That would be nice. 3-hour show. 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock. 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Easy. Yeah, that would be lovely. 3-hour show to 9:30. Be nice. Would be lovely. And I would have enjoyed going home from there, and I would have said, yeah, I've enjoyed it. But I'm hoping to get involved in the show on the 29th. But I'll speak to Buff Broadside eventually. So that's EWE, guys. That's my verdict. Verdict, best night of all, apart from the odd rudeness from Theodore Powers. Still, I don't like the bloke anyway. Don't like him anyway. But when I get in that ring with him, I'm gonna do exactly what what Alexander Roth and Devious Danny did. They just added that to my textbooks. Thanks, boys. Big shout outs to you both. I'm gonna cause mayhem when I enter that ring with Theodore Powers. Before that bell rings, I'm gonna go boom, 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 take him upstairs and boom. Then put him back in the ring. Ref rings the bell, and I'll just go boom, boom, boom. I'll rough him up a little bit. That's British Steam Train for you. Steam power, full on attack. No excuses. Charge at him. Simple as that. No excuses. Charge on. So a big shout out to EWE and the writers. I just love the way they did that Demon Death Squad. And Demon Death Squad had to show their true strength at least. But obviously they enjoyed that as much as we did. Oh, they love it when their opponents come charging at them before the shows, before the bell even rings. I got to admit, Arcadius loved that and all. He loved it. Yeah. So I'm going to see them on the 29th, and possibly I might see them beforehand because I'm doing a wrestling session there. For Generate, I love to do that. Try and get a few tips and advice when you come to wrestling training. I'm going to be training to be a wrestler myself. Enter EWE, and hopefully I might do the same thing what Demon Death Squad did, and probably did do the same what Alexander Roth and Devious Danny did. I might as well do that. Literally, just attack my opponents. Especially the heels. I would attack them head on. If it came to bash them, I'll go for him head on. I don't give a damn. I'll just get him out the ring, take him upstairs, bang! Literally, I will not stop. He and I will go around the audience and I'll say, hey, have a chop, mate. Bang! And I'll put an icy drink on him on his back. That is what I like. Chaos. I love it. Literally. Chaos. I hope you're having a good time, guys. And thank you for watching another episode of Wrestling with Railman28. Ring the bell, please. Yeah. I'll see you guys in the next video. And the next video will be a Train Simulator Christmas special, guys. And it will be Flying Scotsman for this one for the 100th centenary year. See you then, guys. Enjoy the rest of your time.